On. And mine is on. And we are live.
We're live. That's great. So cordially welcome to class. It's great to see you here and also all the others out in the ethers. We are going to do a 75-minute class. It's going to be like a modified primary series. So it's Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga, but we do we elect which postures to do, and we do the postures that are comprehensive and attainable for most people who are at least somehow fit in their bodies. Today we have it's the 26th of March. It's a Thursday, and we're in the very beginning of the lunar cycle. So we had the new moon 2 days ago, and that was in Aries, the fire sign. So we had the equinox a little bit earlier, not long ago either. So we're just in the beginning of the zodiac round that begins in Aries on the spring equinox. We're in the very beginning of the year, and that means fire. It means starting, going out. So there's a new lunar cycle. It's the new year in the zodiac, and there is hope and energy, and most of all, there's courage. Courage to do your thing. Courage to promote what you want to feed and create and grow in your life. So this time is very important. The time between the equinox and the solstice is it's almost like a rocket taking off, because there's so much more light increasing every day, and the yang energy, or the fire, or the positive masculine energy, not to talk about genders but just talking about plus and minus, is really expanding. I shan't go into details about the skies more than that, because you all know what's going on the earth, and all I can say is have faith in yourself and your life and what you're meant to do in this life. Don't fall into fear. Don't give into fear. That'll break you down. In yoga, it either makes you or it breaks you. When you do Ashtanga, it's fierce medicine. So try to stay on track with the breath, the drishti and the bandhas. Everybody knows those tools: Ujjayi breath, gaze of the eye, drishti, and the 3 locks, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Know how to use those locks. I explain them a little underway, but just use the breath, drishti and bandhas, and then try to stay on track. So when we stand up in Samastitihi and we start the class, if you can, refrain from drinking, refrain from doing anything but stay on your mat and breathe Ujjayi. If you gotta rest, you can always rest in child's pose, right? You can always modify pose if it's too hard for you. Take a step back, do a modification so it suits your body. Because the asanas, they are vessels for transformation. This is all about transformation. So you're attuned with who you are becoming, because you're always changing and becoming something more in the expansion of life. So yes, stay true to your breath and your practice, and try to focus, try to concentrate on the breath. Stand up on the mat, come to a Samastitihi, standing with your big toes touching, and separate the heels. So I might switch into Swedish every now and then. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick to the English. I'm used to teaching the class in English. So big toes touch and the heels are apart. The feet point forward, and you lift sternum up, and you lift the top of your head and gaze on the horizon with the drishti. Bring the hands into the sides and start to breathe Ujjayi. the breath far back in the throat, in and out. You can use the mantra Sa as you inhale mentally and hum as you exhale to further focus on breathing. Bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra. Thumbs on the sternum and the other fingers fold out 45 degrees. Close your eyes and lift your heart and your head. Press your heels down, spread your toes, lift your heart and your head. Breathe Ujjayi. Så hitta lod i kroppen, lyft hjärta och hjässa och andas djupt ner, svalget ner i bröst och mage och ut igen. Använd gärna Saham mantrat. Sa på inandning, Ham på utandning. Ta ett andetag till. Andas ut. Placera någonting mellan dina händer. So place something between your hands that you want to feed in the ongoing cycle that has just begun. Place something between your palms at your heart that you want to feed and create right now in your life. Take another breath. Exhale. After the next inhalation, chanting Om together with me. Inhale. Open your eyes, lower your arms. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, raise your arms, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, ragdoll. Inhale, head up. Exhale, look down, step back to a plank and do the narrow push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Use the knees if you need, fold the elbows in by the sides. Inhale, roll up on the tops of the feet, straight arms, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, come to downward dog. Curl the toes into the mat. Stand on all fours and gaze between your feet with the drishti. From Adho Mukha Svanasana, drop down to the knees, stretch out the feet, lay the chest in your lap and head on the mat, tail on the heels, and take a breath here in Child's Pose, Balasana, a restorative pose that you can always return to whenever you feel the need to recharge or rest. Lift your head, look at your hands. Make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers, open the thumbs, point the middle finger straight forward like arrows. Go up on your knees, look between your feet, curl the toes into the mat, keep the feet hip width apart, press with the toes and the palms, and lift your sit bones up in the sky. And gaze between your feet with the drishti. Start to stretch out your arms and your spine, lifting the sit bones high. And maybe you bend your knees here. You can begin by bending the right knee and pressing the left heel down to the mat. And then swap, bend the left knee, stretch out the right leg, press the right heel down into the mat. And then bend both knees. Look up between your hands, exhale, step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale in the table, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, swing your arms up high, gaze to thumbs. Urdhva Hastasana and then Samasthiti. Again, same thing, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, arms up, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, head up. And then step or jump back to a plank and a push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale in upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Plant your feet symmetrically, hip width apart, and point them forward. Look at your hands and make sure that the middle fingers are pointing forward and they are shoulder width apart. And then look back again between the feet and try to press your heels down, if you can, into the mat. Pulling the kneecaps up. Contract the muscles between the anus and the urinary tract, lift Mula Bandha. Pull your navel in towards the spine, Uddiyana Bandha. And tuck your chin into collarbone, stretch out neck, Janardhara Bandha. Take one more breath. On the exhale, look up, bend the knees, and then step, walk, or jump to the top, and inhale in a table. Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward, exhale. Swing your arms up, inhaling. Come to Samasthiti and do it again. Salute the sun as you inhale and bow to the moon on the exhalation. Inhale, gaze to the horizon. Step or jump back and exhale in the narrow push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And find a stance on the mat. Maybe you want to lift up a leg, like doing a three-legged dog, if you want. On both sides. If you want to lift the other leg. And then coming back to all fours. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pull the navel in, look up between your hands. Step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen on the inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold, exhale. Finish the sequence, come up. Come to Samasthiti and do Surya Namaskara B. Bend the knees, inhale, lift the arms, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward in the ragdoll. Head up, inhale. Step or jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale in a narrow push-up. Use the knees if you need. Inhale in upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Set the left heel down. Inhale with arms up. Gaze up to hands in Virabhadrasana, warrior. Exhale to Chaturanga Dandasana, narrow push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. 2. A downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, right heel down. Inhale, arms up, gaze to thumbs in warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Just breathe. Tune in to the breath. Open your thumbs. Press your palms down. Press your heels down. Mula Bandha, Ujjana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Take one more breath. And then look up, exhale. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, bend the knees, lift the arms. And Samasthiti. Again, Utkatasana, fierce position. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Look up on the inhale. Step or jump back to the narrow push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale in upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Right foot steps forward, left heel down. Virabhadrasana, warrior. 2, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step up to the left foot, set the right heel down. Warrior 1, inhale. 2, Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Upward dog. Downward dog. Take 5 breaths. Or rest if you need. You can always come down to child's pose. Gaze between your feet. And breathe Ujjayi. With more focus on inhale now. Because you're connecting with the willpower, with the margin energy of Aries. Exhale, look up between your hands. Step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Utkatasana. Samasthiti. Again, same thing. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Draw lines with the drishti. Look up, inhale. Look down, step one. Jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward. Virabhadrasana air. Inhale. Exhale. Then the plank and the push-up. Move with the breath. Up and down and the left foot forward. Inhale. Virabhadrasana. To Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog. Slow down the breath. Slow down the breath, gaze between your feet. And start to relax in the pose. Like you're hanging on a cloud. Just dipping down your hands and feet on the mat, applying the bandhas. Root lock, belly lock, throat lock. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Jalandhara bandha. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Step or jump, inhale. And then fold. Turn in Utkatasana. Come to the fierce position. And then go down to the ragdoll. Look up. Step or jump back. Exhale. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one. Step up. Inhale. Gaze at thumbs. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale. Move with your breath. Open the chest, lift the gaze. And then lift the hips and gaze back between your feet. Recharge with breath. Relax your face. Gaze with a soft eye between your feet. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Two more. Breath. One more. Exhale, bend the knees, look up. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Fold. Utkatasana. And Samastiti. Hands on hips. Step or jump aside, hip width apart with feet. Look up, inhale. Fold, exhaling. Hook around big toe with middle and index finger, meeting thumbs on the inside. Look up on the inhale. And then exhale. Fold forward. Gaze at the tip of your nose. And lean into your toes. Try to stretch out the legs. Apply the bandha. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Jalandhara bandha. And take it deeper to the next pose. Look at your feet. Lift your feet. Slip your hands in underneath the soles. Stick them in, your palms under your soles. All the way in. Lengthen as you inhale, look up. And as you exhale, fold and lean forward. Search for the limit. Respect the limits of your body. Stretch out the legs. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Nasigra Drishti. Bandhas, Drishti breath. And then exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come up. And exhale at the top of the mat in Samastiti. With your right foot, take a big step back in the room. And turn around, turn the other way. Turn to the right, open the right foot, close the left foot, arms in T, gaze on right hand, and push it over the horizon down to the shin or the foot or the block. Lift the left arm up in the sky, and then gaze on the left thumb if you can, and stretch out your legs. Drishti on thumb or side of room, and press into the left heel, stretch out the right leg. Open that left hip, stack it on top of the right, and press the hips and the shoulders back as if there was a wall to lean up against. Stay with the breath. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Jalandhara bandha. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come back up and turn to the left. Turn to the front. Gaze on the left hand and push it over the horizon down to the shin or the foot. Lift the right arm up. Then take the drishti to the right thumb or to the side of the room. Press into the right heel, stretch out the left leg. Press the left big toe down into the mat and open the right hip. Lean back with hips and shoulders. Trying to create a flat posture. One dimension. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Jalandhara bandha. Stay with the breath. Listen to the sound of the Ujjayi breath. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Turn again to the right. Drop your arms. And stand with your legs straight and your hips square. Place the right hand on the buttock. Lift the left arm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and place the hand either on the leg or a block or the floor outside the foot and spiral to the torso to the right. Gaze to the side or the ceiling or the hand if you lift up the arm, which you don't have to. You do what's appropriate for you. Find your feet, stretch out your legs, scissor your legs, scissor your hips, and breathe. Breathe into the chest, into the belly, and keep the neck long, tuck the chin in. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, turn to the left, drop your arms, square the hips, place the left hand on the back, lift the right arm up, inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Placing the hand outside foot or inside or leg or block and then turning through the torso, 180 degrees left. Gaze side, ceiling or hand, and try to stretch out that left leg. Press back into the right heel. Stretch out the left leg. And breathe. Mula bandha, ujjana bandha, jana bandha, bandha. Take one more deep breath. And then look down, exhale. Come up, inhale. Samastitihi, top of the mat. With the right foot, take a wider step back. As far as you can reach with that foot, turn around 180 and open the right foot. Bend the knee, placing the elbow in the lap and then reaching out with the left arm like a spear, coming under that bridge, gazing to the hand. If you want to take it deeper with the right hand. But feel the left heel, the left pinky toe, pressing back and down. Come under the arm and breathe in this pose with so many benefits. Utthita Parshva Konasana, it'll make you strong and slim, it'll tone your body. Breathe. Mula Bandha, Ujjana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, Hastagra Drishti. Exhale, look down, come up on the inhale, and turn. Turn on your feet. The other way. Open the left foot and the left knee, place your elbow on the lap, reach out with the right arm, come under the arm, and gaze to the hand or side of room. Take it deeper if you want. Create a straight line from heel to hand. Keep pressing in the foot, the right foot, and reaching with the fingers of the right hand. And breathe. Use the breath in this power pose. Utthita Parshva Konasana. Slow down time. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Spiral around in the room or turn to the right. Drop down on the left knee. Lift the left arm up and hook your elbow across the right thigh. Place your palms in Anjali Mudra and then look back over your shoulder. You can stay here or move up on the back foot if you want to balance on the toes or the heel and keep twisting. Of course, you can take it deeper. You can do the original pose or do binds, whatever you prefer. Find a pose that speaks to you, a version of the pose, and stay and breathe. Twisting your spine is good for your health and your inner organs, gets massage. Exhale, look down, inhale, come up, and turn to the left, drop down on the right knee. Lift your right arm, inhale, hook your elbow across the thigh to the left, place your palms in Anjali Mudra, gaze over your shoulder. And lengthen through your neck. Maybe come up on the back foot. Maybe take it to another shape. It's still a twist. Twist to the left. Utthita Parshva Konasana. Breath, Drishti, and Bandhas. And tune the pose, fine-tune the pose, or attune yourself to the breath of man. Exhale, look down to your toe, both hands down. Step back to a plank. Fold the plank up. Exhale to Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Take 2 breaths. Look up between your hands, bend the knees. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen as you inhale. Fold, exhaling. And then come all the way up to Samasthiti. And again, with your right foot, take a step back on the mat. Turn a quarter circle. Keep your feet leg width apart. Know what a leg width is. It's your own leg width between the feet. Hands on hips, pull your elbows back. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold, and drop your hands between the feet. Palms shoulder width apart on the mat. Look up, inhale. And then exhale. Dive down with your head below the heart. And breathe. Stretch out your legs if you can, or bend the knees if you have to. And lengthen through your spine. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. And fold deeper. Lean into your toes. Outside feet, inside feet. Lifting up out of strong ankles. On the inhale, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come up. Arms in T. Exhale, clasp your hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Lean forward. Stretch out your arms. Clasp your hands together, palms together. And try to pull the hands down, but lift the sit bones up. See, your opposition defines your strength, but your weakness is your protection. So you be good, listen to your body, and respect your body. Do what is right to you. Respect those limits. It's about self-esteem, self-love. Inhale, come up, reach up, and then exhale, swan dive down to your toes. Reach the toes with middle and index finger. Look up as you inhale, and then exhale, pull into the hooks of your fingers, and stretch out your legs, open your elbows wide, tuck your chin into the collarbone, gaze at navel. Listening to the breath. Lift up out of the ankles like tree trunks. And go a little deeper still. Let the out breath take you deeper. The exhale soothes and opens up new space. See, you're spacious inside. More space with the breath. On the inhale, gaze up. Exhale, hands on hips. Bend the knees. Inhale, come up. And then Samasthiti at the top of the mat. Take your hands behind the back. Either you hold the elbows like that, or you do Namaskara Mudra reverse with palms touching. Step back with the right foot. Take a wide step back, like in the triangle, and turn around 180 degrees. Turn the back of the room. Stand with straight legs, square hips and shoulders. Look up, inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Lead with your heart. Stretch out your neck, gaze to toe, maybe on the back foot or front foot or knee or nose, whatever. But keep the neck long and the leg straight. And then try to press back into the left heel. Stretch out the right leg. Pull the right femur bone back into the hip socket. And breathe. Breathe Ujjayi. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale. Bend the right knee. Inhale, come up. And then turn. Turn to the left. So stand in the same position with straight legs and square hips on the other side. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lead with your heart. Stretch out your neck, drishti toe or nose. Open the chest. Pull the shoulder blades back. Tuck the chin in. Press back into the right heel. Stretch out the left leg. Pull the left femur bone back into the hip socket. Feel that stretch and the pulling and the pressing through the feet. Breathe. Breathe Ujjayi. Exhale, bend the knee and inhale, come up. And then to the top of the mat, Samastitihi. Ground yourself in Samastitihi. And then move the weight to the left foot. Stand only on your left foot. Open the right side. Open the right hip. Place your heel either on the ankle or the calf, or you can take it up higher if you've been practicing on Vrikshasana, the tree. Take it to the thigh. Bring your hands in Anjali Mudra, and maybe you can lift that mudra above the head. Or separate the hands. Oh boy, finding the balance here can be tricky at times because the world is turning. And we do want to see it turn. We want to see it change for the better. Change is for the better. Root to rise and breathe Ujjayi. The victorious breath, it's called Ujjayi Pranayama. And then come down through your heart. Place your hands on your hips, move the right knee forward, stretch out the leg and try to lift the foot, pulling the elbows back. Gaze on toe or wall with drishti. Lift the chest, lift the head. Breathe. And then let it go. And rebalance. Stand on the right foot, open the left hip. Place the heel wherever you see fit. You can place it on the ankle or the calf or the thigh. Avoid the knee though. And then find the drishti, the Anjali Mudra, and root down to rise. Lift your heart. Oh, lift your head. But you can tuck the chin in if you want, depending on where your drishti is. Mula Bandha, lift the root low. Uddiyana Bandha, pull the navel in. And then come out of it, or come back to the hips with your hands. Move the left knee forward, stretch out the leg, and try to lift the foot. So this is the fourth pose in Utthita Hasta Paramestasana, and Vrikshasana is like a modification of those first three. The tree and an extended leg pose. And then release it. Come to Samastitihi and reground, and then we do Vinyasa straight to Utkatasana, fierce position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And then straight into Utkatasana. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Feet together. Bend the knees and lift your arms. Tuck your tail under. Reach up to the hands. And breathe. Feet together, knees together, tuck tail. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Drop shoulders, open throat. So do a half Utkatasana. Come forward with your arms and bend the knees more. Lay your chest in your lap, gaze on toes. Lift your toes up. Ardha Utkatasana. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jagandhara Bandha. Set the hands down on the mat. Come up on your toes, behind your arms, and see if you can point your knees into the armpits. So go up on toes, place your knees into your armpits up on the triceps, and then lean forward and try lift a foot, or 2 feet. If you lift 2 feet, you're in Bakasana, but you can do it with 1 foot down or 2 feet down, or up, and then exhale. Stretch out the legs. Bend the elbows. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Come to warrior pose. Arms up, root the left heel, bend the right knee. And if you can't keep the hands together, you can interlace them, press the palms up, or separate them. But root that left heel, bend your right knee, square your hips. And open the throat. There's a back bend in the pose. Mula Bandha, Ujjana Bandha. Take one more breath here. And then stretch out the right leg and turn 180 degrees on your feet. So turn to the left. And open the left foot. Bend the left knee. Root the right heel. Reach up with your arms. Gaze to your thumbs or between the hands or wherever you have your hands. Look up. And breathe. Breathe Ujjayi. Moving to Virabhadrasana, bead on this side, left side. Arms in T. Gaze over the middle finger of your left hand. Reach far back with the right foot. Keep the left knee in line with your second toe. And then lift the heart, lift the head. And try to keep the arms straight and relax the shoulders. Stay with the breath and look forward. Inhale, stretch out the left leg. Exhale, turn to the right. Open the right foot, bend the left knee. Wrist on middle finger. And then you can say stop here with both hands. Like you're pressing up 2 doors. Bending the knee still. Lifting the heart and the head. In a balance. In a balance between sides. The opposite sign of Aries is Libra. That's where the balance is. Exhale. Come to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And then exhale to downward dog. Come into seated postures now. Take a breath. And then step or jump. Walk through your hands. Sit down with your legs straight. So sit with your hands by your sides if you can reach down with straight arms. If you can't reach down, you can put blocks under or lift the arms, but keep the torso straight and your legs, work through the legs here. Danda, the staff, the stick, press out through your heels. Flex your feet, open your toes. Press big toe mound away, pull the pinky toe mound towards you. Ula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Stay with the breath. Take one more breath. Exhale, let it go. Come forward with the hands to the knees. And then fold over. Fold over. Exhale. On the inhale, press down and lift yourself up with Mula Bandha Chekka. Take it up, set it down, relax. Reach up, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward, and do the hook on the toes if you can reach your toes. And then start to stretch out the spine. Paschimottanasana is for the back. Because the back side of the back is the western side. In old Sanskrit, in old yogic terms, they were always talking about the back as the western side, the hard side, the more stiff side. So we need to open that in this pose. So go deeper if you want, put 4 fingers behind the soles, big thumbs under big toes, and then keep stretching. Gaze on toes or third eye or nose, and also work the legs. Pull the kneecaps up. Open the sit bones. Mula Bandha, root lock. Uddiyana Bandha, belly lock. Jalandhara Bandha, throat lock. And search for the limit here. And breathe. Breathe into every nook and corner of your body. Take it to the ultimate position for you right now. And then let it go. Release. Bring your hands behind you, 2-3 decimeters. Then you do the Eastern stretch. So if you can, you press the feet down and you lift up in a plank. If you can't do that, you bend the knees, separate the feet and do a tabletop. But if you can, you lift up with straight legs and gaze to ceiling or third eye. So the front side of the body is the eastern side. It's more vulnerable. And here you get a chance to open it. Open those shoulders. And breathe. Exhale, let it go. Strong asana, man. Alright, so lift up into the Navasana, the boat. Paripurna Navasana is actually with straight legs and fold out the oars, but you can bend the knees, hold under the knees. And then when you practice Vinyasa, you cross your ankles, you bend the knees, and you try to lift yourself up and swing the legs through. I mean, you do what you can, but try to do a somersault forward, land in Chaturanga, do up dog, down dog, and then come back to a seat. It's just 1.5 breaths, or you come back to a seat and you bend the right knee back. Stretch out the left leg. And if you can't do this, you can bend the left knee or take the left foot behind the right knee, roll down and tread the needle. But if you can, you lift up, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Bring the knees together, hold the foot or bind around the foot. Gaze on toes, press back into the right sit bone. And flex the left foot. And breathe. Sink into the Hurger. Trianga Mukhaikapada Paschimottanasana. And lift the bandhas. Stay with the breath. Exhale, let it go. Come up. Untangle the right, bend the left. And sink into the seat again. Or modify it like you did on the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe you can bind around the foot. Or hold the foot or hands to floor or strap around the foot. Press into the left sit bone. Flex the right foot. Take 3 to 5 breaths. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. And don't drop your head. Don't collapse with the head. No, stretch out your neck. Try to create a straight line from root to crown. So you open up the greatest of the nadis, gracious channels, Sushumna nadis. The golden highway of light along the center of your spine. And then exhale, release it. Come up, you can bend the right knee, you can hike over this hill, lift up and then land in Chaturanga. Or you just do Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana, and come back to a seated tree on the right side with the left leg straight forward, bend your right knee, and take your right foot to the groin or to the thigh. Sit in a wide angle, reach up, inhale, fold forward, exhale, bind around the foot or hold the foot or hands to floor. And then again, it's the same principle. You press back in the right sit bone, but you spiral out to the left leg. And then bow down and breathe with a straight spine. Listen to the breath and go deeper. Ula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale. If you want to do Janu Shirshasana B, come up. Flex the right foot and lift yourself up on the heel. Placing the heel under the perineum and then folding again. If this feels too awkward, just repeat A. But this is more earthy, this is more root chakra, Muladhara, cleansing, you know. And working with anxiety, yeah. Healing anxiety, if you've got troubles with that. It's great to sit on the heel and lift up Mula Bandha. Pull the Uddiyana Bandha in, lengthen through the spine and the neck, Chin folds in. And breathe. And then let it go, exhale, and drop down to elbows. Lie down on your elbows, lift the legs up in the air, gaze on toes, drop the right leg down, let it hover. And then take it up, lower the left leg down. Take it up, and then both legs down. Take them up, go down on your back, clasp your hands behind the neck, lower the right leg. Stay lifted through the chest, pull the navel in, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, exhale, left leg down. Inhale, exhale, both legs down. Point at your toes. Hike to boat, Navasana. Cross your ankles the other way. Somersault to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come to the other side. Move into the tree on the other side. With the right leg straight and the left knee bent. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Maybe you can bind around the foot or hands to floor. Yeah. Wherever you are, you're doing great. Press back in the left sit bone, flex the right foot, and come deeper. Listen to the breath. Fine tune yourself in this pose. Attune yourself to the pose, or let the pose serve you. That's the aim of the asana, to serve you. And then if you want to do B, you come up, you flex the left foot, you lift up on the heel, and you fold again, sitting on the heel. Rooting and growing, lengthening through the spine. Go a little deeper, each exhale. Apply bandhas. Meditate on breath. And then let it go. Cross your ankles, bend the knees, take it up, take it through to Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. And then come back to a seat and sit in a Marishyasana. So you stretch out the left leg straight, you bring the right heel into the hip, separate the foot one hand width away from the thigh, lift the right arm up, and then fold forward and swing it around the knee, bind behind the back on the wrist if you can, or the fingers, or use straps to tie with. And then bow to the left toe, to big toe, do a little ceremony for the big toe, and breathe. Or maybe you gaze at the knee instead. Depending on how flexible you are today, without any valuation, because you know, I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We're just practicing the breath, the drishti and the bandhas in our bodies to create transformation. Yes, or self-realization they call it. Tuning into the Atman, the true self, the heart of yourself. And then exhale, release. Come up and do a turn with the left arm around the right knee. Maybe you can take the elbow behind like a lever or totally bind around the knee. That's possible too. And then look over your right shoulder. Grow tall through the spine. Flex the left foot. Press the right heel down. Broaden the chest. Pull the shoulder blades down. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Galandhara Bandha. And breathe here. Breathe Ujjayi. Looking far back over your shoulder. Exhale, let it go. Return to the center and do a vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, down dog. Come back to seated pose on the other side. So keep your right leg straight. Bend the left knee, reach up with the left arm, and then fold forward, swim around that knee, try to bind behind the back on the right wrist, or the fingers or a strap. And then squeeze the left side, bow to your right toe. And breathe. Squeeze and breathe. Gaze forward or down to your knee. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Go a little deeper still. And then let it go. Exhale, come up. Turn with the left hand behind you. The right arm up. Take the right elbow behind the thigh like a lever. And look back over your shoulder. Go into your variations of the twisted sage. Marishyasana C. And lift your heart, lift your head, look back and breathe. And take 3 to 5 breaths. Apply the bandhas, look far back, and know that you're in the beginning of a new cycle. So we're just leaving sort of on the shore of that new moon and entering a round of 30 days. What's going to happen in this round? What's going on this round? Are you nourishing the inner child within you? Like the Chiron energy that's prevalent? Come back to Navasana. Lift up your legs if you can. Gaze forward and steer your ship. Yes. Be the captain of your ship, the master of your soul. Lift your heart, look forward, breathe. Apply bandhas. Do Mula Bandha checkup by crossing the ankles, bending the knees, setting the hands down, lean forward into your hands. Lift up, Mula Bandha checkup, go back to both. Look forward and breathe. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Cross the feet the other way. Try it again to lift up. Mula Bandha checkup. And then go back. You just try. It's just an onset of bandhas, right? Lift if you can lift. What? So what? I mean, we were just trying to create more strength in the abdomen and in the hip flexors in this posture. So take 2 more breaths and then do vinyasa. Exhale to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Coming into Baddha the butterfly. So you can do handstands. The core exercises, they're for the handstands, you know. So you're trying to work up that strength to lift up. Come into a seated butterfly with the heels together and separate the soles. Lift the heart, lift the head, and then when you find the pose, you've got the opening in the hips. Try to lean forward. Keep the spine straight. And lean forward. This is great for bandhas, hip opening. So take 3 deep breaths. Coming closer and closer to the ground. And then let it go. Once you reach the floor, and then come up and straddle the floor. So straddle the floor with your legs wide apart, press pelvis forward, flex your feet, and see if you can reach your feet or your toes or press from behind. And then keep activating the heels or the legs by pushing out through the heels, lengthen through the crown, and then surrender. You gotta have bandhas here, so you don't overstretch, because this is a great opening of the hips. And then breathe. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Or open the throat if you reach the floor. And then exhale. Come, release it, come back, and lie down on your back, lifting the right leg up. Do a hook on the toe if you can, and bring the knee down to the chest. Lift the head, gaze on the left toe. You anchor the left hip with a hand. Gaze on toe far away, and try to stretch the right leg. And then breathe. Go into the breath. Inhale, sa, exhale, hum. And then drop the head down on the mat, gaze to the left, look to the left, open the door to the right. If the leg's straight, that's fine. If you gotta bend it, you bend the knee, hold on the kneecap. Or you strap one foot. Gaze to the left, open to the right. Try to keep the left buttock on the mat. Anchor the left leg on the floor, as well as opening the right door. Engage the bandhas. Ura bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Janardhara bandha. And then come up with the leg on the inhale. Hold the foot or the leg with both hands and try to bring the shin to the ear. Or the knee to the ear or the forehead. And you can lay down here and just do that super stretch, or you can lift the head, whatever you feel like. Sutta Parangustasana C. Oh boy. Stretchy. Exhale, let it go. Kiss the knee. I heard that. And then lift the left leg. Lift the left leg and do a hook on the toe. If the head stays on the right toe far away, and anchor the right leg now, the right hip with the hand, and then try to stretch out the left leg. And breathe. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Janardhara bandha. Stay with the breath. Exhale, come down. The head gaze to the right, open to the left. If it's possible, you keep the leg straight, but you can also bend the knee here. And hold on the kneecap or use a strap around the foot. Look right, open left. And breathe. Bandhas. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, come up with the leg. Hold the foot. Bring the shin to the ear. And do that super stretch, super upside down monkey split. And then exhale. Kiss the knee. Lie down on your back. Lie down. Bend your knees. Anchor your feet hip width apart. We're going to do the modified bridge first, Setu-Bandhasana. And in this pose, you press inner heels down, big toes down, so you lift your pelvis up. That's the beginning. And you can stay here, but if you really want to work in this pose, you either hold the mat or the ankles or interlace the fingers, trying to keep shoulders and feet where they are, and then just stretch the legs like never before, as if you could straighten out the legs. Then pelvis flies high and chest broadens, and knees are hip width, so you control the knees, but press through the feet, stretch out the legs. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Janardhara bandha. Gazing at the chest or the nose, breathing in that arching spine. Keep working the legs, and then exhale, release it. Let it go. So you can repeat this pose, or bring hands under shoulders, press with feet and hands, come to the head or come up freely in Urdhva Dhanurasana. And then you work with that pose, or repeat the other. You can come up on the toes, lift the head to break the C-curve as easier. Use bandhas to protect. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha for sure. And then you go down, and you don't stay down, you come up one more time. If you're all up to it, you come up one more time. And you can elaborate here with moves to be creative in the posture. The back bends come late in the practice. And for oldies like me, there's still a challenge. Oh boy. They do change. They change with time. It's amazing, that I still get more flexible in my spine with 56, going on 57 July. Yeah. I'm Cancer too. So hug your knees into your chest and rock on your spine. Rock up and down the spine. Rock on the right side, on the left side, all along the spine, and then roll up to standing. Fold forward, hold your elbows, and exhale. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, nose, exhale, mouth. And then step back to downward dog. And feel this pose now. How it feels. It's quite different. Lift your right leg up. Step forward with the knee. So take the knee in between the hands and the foot out to the left. So you enter Kapotasana, the pigeon, one-legged pigeon. And then you can sit like this, or you can fold forward in Adho Mukha, Kapotasana, maybe roll over on the left side, do kind of stuff here, all kinds of stuff. But sink down into your groin, into your glute, into your lumbar, and release the heart, and breathe. If you want to try to take it deeper, come up and bend the left knee and grab a hold of the foot. So you can take the foot with one hand or an elbow or two hands. A strap is great. If you can get a strap around the foot, bring both hands overhead behind you. And lift sternum, open the chest and the heart. Look up, Antar Drishti. And breathe. Breathe there. And then exhale, let it go. And step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And try the other side. Lift up the left leg. Come forward with the knee. And then stretch out the right leg. Sink into the seat or the hips. And maybe you can fold forward here in Adho Mukha Kapotasana, or roll over to the sides, right pinky toe, letting go. Just breathing. Breathing Ujjayi. Letting everything vanish. Melting your heart. In all the classes you get an opportunity to do a meltdown. A sort of slow death so that you can be reborn. If you want to go deeper, you come up and you bend the right knee, you hold the foot somehow. Maybe you can reach it with the elbow or a strap. Do variations that work for you. Open the hip, flex the spine, open the heart, the throat, and the eyes. And then let it go. And return to downward facing dog. And then come to sitting. Come to sitting in Padmasana, the lotus, or Sukhasana, the easy pose, or Vairasana. You can do all kinds of postures here. Siddhasana, you can sit on the knees in Vairasana, or bring just the feet in towards you in Siddhasana, half lotus, full lotus. Do whatever works. Do some kind of seal with your hands behind the back. So, classical end posture or synchronizing posture is mudra, mudrasana. So if you can, you interlace the fingers or hold your elbows or bind on toes in Padmasana and inhale up and then exhale, fold. Bow down with your head. And take 5 deep breaths. Just bowing down and integrating the nadis, the conduits of energy, letting the prana shakti to travel all around, inside. And then slowly release the pose and come up again. Come up and sit in easy pose or whatever you prefer. Bring your hands in, place them in your lap or on your knees. Close your eyes and sit with the spine erect, Lift the heart and the head, roll in the chest. If you want to do mudras, classical mudra is Chinjana or Gyan mudra, when you bring index to thumb and you extend the other fingers. And you can turn them up or down. It's just different variations. You can also curl the index into the root of the thumb. It's more energetic. And you're bringing Jupiter and Mars together. They are actually in conjunction in the sky with Pluto and Saturn right now. It's awesome. But Jupiter is wisdom and Mars is power. That's why it's the most common mudra. Lift the heart, lift the head, and gaze inside. Place the drishti between the eyebrows. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, move down to the root, to Muladhara. Empty the breath in Muladhara, the root chakra. As you inhale, bring the breath up the spine to your brain. Pause, fill your lungs, and then exhale, lower it down again to the root. To add on, use the mantra hum on the inhalation. Use the mantra sa on the exhalation. And breathe between two poles, root and center brain. Inhale hum. Exhale sa. Start to stretch it out further. Really empty the breath. And then inhale slow. Hum. Pause. Exhale, stop. Try it with bandhas. Inhale, hum. Hold the breath with Jalandhar and Mula Bandha. Let go of bandhas. Exhale slow, sa. Hold the breath out. Do Mula, Uddiyana and Jalandhara Bandha. Mahabandha ho. Release and inhale. Exhale. Try the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha and breath retention by Bahir Kumbhaka hold. Release bandhas, inhale. Exhale. Engage the bandhas and hold the breath out. Release, inhale. Exhale. Bring your palms together at your heart. Just do a long chant together before we lie down of Om, chanting AUM or OM together. Inhale. Om. lie down on your back, relax on the back. So, lie down, spread your legs. Spread your arms a little, turn your palms up, if you can. And close your eyes and let go of bandhas and ujjayi. Find a supported pose, shavasana, and then lie still. Don't move. Just lie here for a little while.
Come up. Untangle the right.
Breathe in and breathe out. Bend your knees, hug them into your chest. Roll over on your right side. Unless you're pregnant, you roll to the left. And slowly come back up to a seat. And you don't have to open your eyes, just sit in your easy pose or padmasana or whatever you have. So come to the meditation pose. And bring your hands together, Anjali Mudra. Feel the effects of the practice of yoga. Remember your intention, your sankalpa that you took in the beginning of the class. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Know that you are invincible. Down to your fingers. Namaste. Hari Om Tat Sat Namaste. Tack för idag.